What's up, guys? This is Justin from the Tree of Woe Show, and this is the January 6th, 2012 Smackdown review. First Smackdown of the new year. The show starts off with the Orton and Barrett highlights from last week, obviously, seeing as Randy Orton's injury is the big thing going on SmackDown. So we'll open a little promo of that and say we'll hear his status later. First match of the night is your boys, Cody Rhodes versus Booker T, Intercontinental title. This match went back and forth for a while. Booker T actually hit the scissors kick. Cody Rhodes kicks out, so they made a big deal out of him kicking out of the finisher, so that was good. Booker T goes for it again, went to the well, one too many times. Cody Rhodes, beautiful disaster kick, FTW, gets the pin, and then Cody leaves, and Booker's in the crowd, or Booker's thanking the crowd in the ring, so it kind of seems like that was his last match. Or he was just, reminiscing in the moments. But either way, Cody Rhodes retains clean. That is good. Thank the Lord. And then as we go to commercial, we get just a still picture of Randy Orton at the bottom of the stairs with this music playing. Just the saddest music. The Viper status. We will find out later. But then we come back from commercial and Cody's backstage. He's congratulated by his brother, Goldust. And he's like, "You just beat one of the greats." And Cody's like, "Doesn't matter. I'm more successful than you ever were. And at this point, I might be more successful than Dad. The American Dream." We'll see. So then that's that segment. So it looks like they could very well be setting up a match between these two later on. Whether at WrestleMania like Goldust wants or just at some other random time like I'm sure WWE would rather have. And then we go backstage. We stay backstage, just a different area. It was like to the left a little or something. Zack Ryder and Teddy Long, and Ryder's basically saying, "Hey, thanks for giving me the opportunity to be your assistant and all that stuff, but I'm the U.S. champion now. I've got stuff to do. Did you see that Kane segment? I'm scared as hell. I gotta worry about myself." And he's like, "But I'll find your replacement." And Drew comes in and he's like, "You want this guy to be my thing?" And Ryder's like, "Whoa, no, this guy." And it's Santino. So basically, they set up a match to where if Drew McIntyre loses, he may get fired, and if Santino wins, he will take Zack Ryder's spot as Teddy Long's assistant. So they will face each other. Oh boy! And then Oksana comes in, like always, and Santino's just whoop, not today. And then that's the end of that. And then you get AJ and Alicia talking about Daniel Bryan and their new year, and how Alicia's worried that Daniel Bryan's ego can't take a loss, so AJ better hope her boyfriend's ready. And AJ said, "Well, I'm worried too." And then Daniel Bryan comes in with his goofy ass. "Whoa, you talk about me being worried? Oh my gosh!" And then he kisses her on the forehead and leaves. Whatever. Um, and then, sometimes I wonder why I watch wrestling. We have an over-the-top rope challenge: Hornswoggle versus Heath Slater. And then, yeah, Hornswoggle ends up on the apron, grabs Heath Slater's hair, and pulls him over the ropes. So Hornswoggle wins the over the rope challenge. Okay, and then after the match, Slater comes in and attacks him some more, but Justin Gabriel makes a save. The only positive of this segment is that Justin Gabriel got on TV, even if it is saving Hornswoggle. Gotta take what you can get, I guess. But yeah. So, and then you get the leader of the DiBiase posse, Ted DiBiase, very clever, taking on Hunico with his homie Camacho. And I love their on the mic coming down to the ring. "We not good enough for the party, SA? Oh, we're gonna have to crash the party then." I was like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard. So the match goes on. I honestly thought Ted DiBiase, I don't know what happened. He was on that rise. He was just beating everybody. Now he's just losing to Jinder Mahal, and he loses to Hunico here on this like submission pin combo thing. I don't know really what it was. Ted DiBiase was yelling like he was hurt from a submission. Then all of a sudden he was getting his shoulders were down, and he lost by pin. So pretty cool move, I guess. I don't know if it really looked like it hurt that much, but whatever it works, man. Hunico gets the win. So are we getting a Hunico Camacho push? We can only hope. And then we go. Wade Barrett comes out. He says the doctors don't need to come out. I'll address Randy Orton's health from last week. And he basically says the Viper is extinct. He's done. He may try to come back later, but he will never be the same. And he says, ironically, the Royal Rumble is in St. Louis, Randy Orton's hometown, and Randy Orton will have to sit there and watch Wade Barrett win the Royal Rumble. And now that he's gone, no one will stop him. I'll stop him. Sheamus comes out, and he's like, "Oh, I thought you said no one could stop you, fella." And he tells another dumb Irish story about his uncle Clarence or some shit. I don't know. And then, oddly enough, Jinder Mahal comes out, and they end up double teaming Sheamus for a while. And the crowd on the front row was looking like, who's going to come out and save Sheamus? Please. Sheamus don't need no help. Sheamus handled him by himself. Sheamus gets the better of both of them for a little bit before the double team finally gets to him. And Wade Barrett ends up hitting the Winds of Change side slam. Stands over him, and then he leaves. And then Jinder puts the camel clutch on him, which will set up something that was announced later. And then you get the match of the night. Not really. Santino versus Drew McIntyre. God, I love Drew McIntyre. What the hell was this? Another thing. God, I don't know what was worse, Hornswoggle or this, but I don't know. I mean, God, whatever. The Santino hits the Cobra for the win on Drew McIntyre relatively quickly. I mean, I don't know, but yeah. And then I love Michael Cole. Michael Cole's after Santino wins, so he's the new assistant. Michael Cole goes, "We're gonna go the way of WCW with these idiots running things." And that was hilarious. And then after the match, it's backstage, and Teddy Long's telling Drew's complaining, "That shouldn't count again." Blah blah blah. He's like, "That was strike 2, player. Next week will be strike 3, and you'll be out of here." And Santino comes in all celebrating that he's so happy. And he starts playing that thing like he knows how. And that's the end of that segment. Then we get a non-title match, tag team match. Primo and Epico versus Air Boom on SmackDown. Way to go, guys. But this match was pretty good, actually. I mean, it wasn't. I liked it. I enjoyed some of the stuff. Evan Bourne was doing some dope stuff and whatever, but ends up happening. Evan Bourne's ended up going for the airborne off the top rope onto Primo, but Epico says, "Not on my watch." Pulls him out. Misses it. 1, 2, 3. Primo pins him after the missed airborne. They get the win. So they keep winning in these non-title matches, but then they lost at the pay-per-view. So are we going to see them eventually overtake Air Boom? It's starting to look like it. But then again, what do we know? We're just stupid people. And then backstage with Big Show and Matt Striker. Big Show says his confidence is high. I mean, the last time Daniel Bryan beat him, he was unconscious, and he's clearly got his conscience now. He's like, Daniel Bryan's a good wrestler. Daniel Bryan butts in like, whoa, a good wrestler. I am a good wrestler, and someday I'll be a great wrestler, but it's not like I was just handed everything. I wasn't born a genetic freak like you. And Big Show's just kind of getting pissed. He's like, if I had your size mixed with my skill, it wouldn't have taken 9 years in between title reigns. And I did like that. Daniel Bryan talking the crap right now. And he's just saying, I definitely wouldn't have had the shortest title reign. And Big Show puts his hand on his shoulder like, don't make me hurt you in there. Daniel Bryan said, get your damn hand off my damn shoulder. And I said, tough guy Daniel Bryan. That's what Big Show says. Oh, you're a tough guy now. Get it off me. And that's the end of that segment. Building up towards the main event, which would happen later. Normally main events do. And then we get Sheamus vs. Jinder Mahal announced for next week. They're announcing a match a week in advance with Jinder Mahal in it. So if nothing else, I like the fact that they're acting like this is a big deal. Like, Sheamus is probably going to squash him in like 3 minutes, but at least they're announcing it to make it seem like it's a big deal. I'll take that, whatever. Then you get Natalya versus Tamina, going off of what happened last week, where she attacked her after the match. This is pretty much a squash. Tamina ends up getting the better of her after Natalya had some offense for like the first, 30 seconds or so. Tamina just squashed her from there on out. One thing I did like about this match, though, is during their entrances, it showed their fathers on the Titantron, like, kind of showing, okay, this is where these guys came from. There's some old legends, if you will. So I like that. It kind of made you connect more for the older fans that know, okay, that's Neidhart and that's Snuka and all that stuff. So that was pretty cool. And then the Super Split Ow, what The Rock is cooking. Superfly Splash. Take that. On Natalya for the win. Whatever. I don't know what they're doing with the Divas, but hey, Superfly splashes for days. And then we get the Raw rebound as always, because Raw is way more important than SmackDown. Basically just showed the 6-man tag that led into the Cena, Ryder, Kane, Indiana Jones segment towards the end with the fire out of the ring. Zack Ryder, save me. Cena's like, God, Nick, I got you with my whip. Yeah, gotta love that. A lot more dramatic things on Raw than SmackDown, if you can tell. SmackDown's more of a wrestling show. Anyways, then we get to the main event. The best part of this match may have been Mark Henry on commentary. He comes out on commentary before he even gets to the table. He's already yelling at some dude, jump over the rail. You all talk. Jump over the rail. Watch what happens. I'll beat the bricks off you. I'm like, I love this guy so much. And then during Daniel Bryan's intro, he says, what do you think of Daniel Bryan? Well, he's a great talent in the midget division. And I said, this guy is incredible. That is exactly right. I love Mark Henry. But then the shocking thing, when they're announcing the challenger, Big Show, crowd goes nuts. Love the Big Show. They announce Bryan, there's some cheers. We got thumbs down, people booing. You hear more boos than cheers. Thought he was the internet darling. Well, I'm on the internet. I don't give a shit about Daniel Bryan. I don't like him at all. But you get the idea. And then Mark Henry continues. Man, this ref must be getting paid. That was the slowest count I ever seen. It was hilarious. And then in the ring, there's, normal stuff. There's not much you can do with these two. Big Show throwing him around, showing how he's huge, which I'm sure we all knew. And Daniel Bryan just doing kicks to get him down to his level and just kicking him. And then the end of the match comes. Daniel Bryan's bleeding. He actually had him in the label lock, but Show gets out of it. And he goes out to Mark Henry, and Daniel Bryan gets in Mark Henry's face. Mark Henry shoves him like 9 feet. Just get out my face, boy. I'll knock the bricks off for you. So that causes the DQ. Daniel Bryan wins by DQ. Big Show just standing in the ring looking at Mark Henry like, homie, come on now. But, so Daniel Bryan retains, and he does a stupid-ass celebration again. Yeah! But this time, the crowd was not into it. This time, he goes and gets the title and runs up onto the railing where the fans are, and he's up there, and you just see the whole crowd boo, right around him. All the people right there on the front row just boo, boo. I thought it was hilarious, because I think Daniel Bryan should be booed for the way his character's going right now. And maybe that's what it is. I mean, if you read the things, it seems like they were going to go towards this feud having Big Show end up turning heel. But if that's still the plan, you might want to rethink that and have Daniel Bryan turn heel and Big Show stay face, because the crowd was feeling the Big Show. And Daniel Bryan was getting booed, unless they're trying to go for the thing of have Big Show turn heel and then he turns so the fans won't cheer him, and it builds up that big David versus Goliath giant where the Big Show gets everyone to dislike him. So then by Daniel Bryan ended up beating him as David, it gets Daniel Bryan cheers. But either way, I don't know what was going on. I was shocked because, I don't like Daniel Bryan, but most of the time people at least cheer him. Maybe not like eruption cheers, but you at least hear cheers. This was kind of crazy. So it'll be interesting to see where they go with this whole thing, whether they stay with their plan to make Big Show heel like they've been showing in his promos, or if they rethink this and go with what the crowd's doing, make it the other way around. Daniel Bryan would be better as a heel, in my opinion. I don't know about you, but that was the end of the show. Daniel Bryan retains by DQ. So basically this year started off the same way last year. Title matches on both shows. Neither of them really. No titles change hands. Just kind of like whatever. All hype. But tell me your thoughts on the show. Tell me your thoughts on the Daniel Bryan, Big Show, Mark Henry situation. What do you think of Daniel Bryan getting booed mixed with Show getting cheered more? Where do you think they're going to go with that? Are they going to do a Daniel Bryan heel turn? What they're going to do there? Tell me your thoughts on that. Anything else that happened on the show? Watch the NFL prediction video. Watch how Jake would turn John Cena heel. Those videos are on the channel. How can you see videos on the channel? Let me answer that for you. Subscribe up above. Like this video. Again, tell me your comments below. This is Justin signing out. I'll see you on Monday. Go Falcons. And go Miami Heat, winning without Dwayne Wade, without LeBron James, Chris Bosh, Mario Chalmers, FTW. Good night, world.